all that.
I just thought you had to.
Sorry, guys, we are late. I'm sorry, it's my fault. Why is this not going now? Come on. Really? All right, there we go. I'm trying Instagram again. Can you hear me? June, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
I just want to make sure it has nothing to do with Instagram, because the other night when I went live, we had no volume on Instagram. All right, so there we go. All right, so we are live. I think it's working now. I don't know if somebody wants to go over to Instagram and see if we're really live. I think it's just me and you, June, and Shani. Hi, Shani. Hi, honey. How are you, sweetheart?
Hey,
Yeah, I threw this one up tonight. I don't usually go live anymore. Saturdays used to be my biggest night to go live, and then I haven't done Saturdays forever, but whatever. I had to come home early from the hospital. Oh my God, why? Don't ignore that. I accidentally hit. Ignore that. I accidentally hit you on the phone. But to make a long story short, I had to come home early from the hospital and feed my father, because my brother's not here. He went to a football game because he's here to see my father, but he went to a football game with my niece. All right, Cindy, welcome in. Thank you, girl. Thank you for coming in. Guys, I need a big favor. Please, please, please. I posted a video. It's probably a recent one from one of our lives recently. So if you didn't watch it, or you weren't part of it, or even if you were, I'm going to ask that you please watch it again in its entirety with the volume. Just turn it down ever so slightly. Don't actually mute it, because somebody told me if you actually mute it, I don't get credit for it. Again, could be a myth, but I have no idea. So let's just take them at their word. Let's just take them at their word and just take it. Hi, Glenn. Welcome in, sweetheart. How are you? Hope you're well. Happy Saturday. If you can replay that one, that's greatly appreciated. Shout out to everyone who's been going back. Gayleen's leaving comments on every one of my videos. I don't know if she's watching them all, but if you are, thank you. Thank you to everybody who's watching all the videos from beginning to end, because that's really important. And thank you all if you're leaving comments on all older videos. It is helping me somewhat, and I do appreciate it. I've jumped up a little bit in the algorithm, so I do appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys. All right, so let's get down to business. I am going to, first thing tonight is hide anybody, Glenn, Shani, Cindy. If I didn't hide columns for you guys, and you guys, Adam, hi, honey. If I didn't hide columns for you guys and you're here and you want me to hide columns, I'm only going to do it if you're here tonight. You guys take advantage of me while I am here. Again, like I said, I was at the hospital today. So I left Rob early because I had to come home and feed my father, and my aunt and my cousin have been so gracious to go to the hospital tomorrow to keep Rob company. I just got off the phone with her. That's why I was, okay, Cindy, I'll get it done for you. All right, Gayleen, there she is, my hero. She's doing lots of good things over there for me on my YouTube. It is helping. I do promise you, Gayleen, I see a big difference in the numbers, and I see a jump and a spike in the algorithm. So thank you. You guys are going to be lifesavers for me right now while I figure out how we're going to get it to do it on its own. So my aunt and cousin are going to go see my husband tomorrow and spend time with Rob at the hospital, so I can cook for the week for my dad, so that I can spend the last day with my brother and my niece, and I have to take them to the airport tomorrow night. So that's why I said I was going to push the live off to tomorrow night, but I said, I don't know what time I'm going to be back. I want to get some cooking and some washing stuff done tomorrow, because Monday, all the fun starts. Rob right now is tentatively set. All I do is eBay and Posh. I can do it when I get a chance. It's up to you, Glenn. If you know how to do it, it's greatly appreciated. Then I can do it for somebody who doesn't know how to do it. So I appreciate it. But if you get stuck, just let me know. So Monday, Rob is going to have, I have to get my calendar out because this is ridiculous. I just realized we missed the orthopedic for my father yesterday.
Oh, no.
And they didn't call.
Your plate's full.
I know.
Can't remember it all.
Can't even believe they didn't call.
Yeah, usually they tell you a day ahead of time.
Friday at 9:15, we completely missed it. So tomorrow, Monday, Rob is going to have this procedure. We hope tentatively. If they don't get any more fluid off, he may not. It's predicated on the fact. Now, that was the other thing with the fluid today. So they put him on this IV drip of something called Bumax. They had been giving it to him originally. They started it orally. Then they pushed it through the IV. Then they put him on an IV drip, just to kind of get all this fluid off. Rob said to me even late yesterday before I left, gosh, I'm in so much pain. I feel like I was hit by a buzz. Yeah, and that's not really a side effect of heart failure that I know of anyway. Hi, Christine Vashti. I see you have had a tough week. Like I got my card swipe. Layoffs are happening at work. Oh, gosh. Prayers, Christine. Well, I hope you do the right thing come November 5th, and we'll just leave it at that. Anyway, he was allergic to the medication. So what was happening was it was affecting one of the side effects of the Bumax IV drip is this every muscle, every whatever, down to your nerve endings. Because he said even his fingertips were hurting, that's one of the side effects of the medication. So then the doctor had to take him off of that. Now they put him back on Lasix that they got to push through the IV. Because the last 24 hours, he didn't lose any weight. And I'm so tired of every day. It's take him for an x-ray, chest x-ray. I always say you never die of the disease. You die of the other nonsense. They're going to give him so many x-rays. He's going to have radiation sickness. I mean, it's like ridiculous every day, a freaking x-ray of his chest. I hate that. So yeah, he's going to have this test on Monday. God willing, everything goes all right, where they do the pressures in the heart chambers. And that's going to determine, it's kind of leading up to this LVAT, which is this pump that they place in the heart to help the heart pump. Literally, it's a temporary fix, and then it goes on a heart transplant list. So this is what happens, unfortunately, when you go on a, are you able to help in grade 3 to 4 tomorrow? I thought I was getting out of my religious education in the morning, but they need a teacher. It's all right. I'll do it. I don't mind. It's early. It's 8:45. Nobody's up anyway. Yes, of course. All right, let me just answer. Oh, I'm live on Instagram, and people are now asking me about Rob. Yes, Rob is in the hospital. And, we knew this day was coming. He's lived 24 years with heart failure, and, he's at end stage at this point, and now we have to do take other steps. So the first thing is the LVAT, and then the heart transplants. And that's, again, depending on where they put him on a list. So the list, depending how healthy he is, that he doesn't need any other organs. And the good news is for right now, he needs no other organs. His kidneys are functioning. His liver is okay. I won't say it's great. And his lungs right now. But the problem with the lungs, they're being affected because of the water in, the fluid. Let's just call it fluid, because the way the heart chambers pump, it's actually that it's blood flow more than it's fluid. So he's still at times, having all of that, what do you call it? Congestion in his chest. So again, it's not that he's sick with a cold or a cough. Everybody's like, are you sure he doesn't have? No, it has nothing to do with that. This is all part of heart failure. So everyone just say a prayer that this can go, the testing can go on Monday. Then the other problem is he's been in VT. Yes, Christine, he's had congestive heart failure for 24 years. He's a miracle. Believe me when I tell you the man has 9 lives. I can't even tell you. He's been very lucky all these years. So the other problem is he's going to need another ablation because he's had this VT again. This will be his 3rd ventricular ablation because he's already had AFib ablations besides. So just so many things. So one of the things they do when they check these heart chambers, they go in through the neck for this one. This isn't like an angioplast where they go through the groin. This is actually through the neck into the heart. They also want to make sure there's no scar tissue, what did they call it? Inclusions or whatever, just to make sure that that also is not causing any blockages. So that's where we're at for those of you that are curious and wondering what's going on. I do appreciate all the prayers and love, all the text messages and messages. And I just saw Jean. Hi, Jean, honey. Yeah. So again, that's where we stand, Jean. And, you know, if you guys are over on YouTube or anybody comes over to my YouTube channel and you want to, my phone number is always in the description here, Jean, and I can even type it in the chat. I always share my phone number. If you feel like you want to call, it's fine. Jean is a friend of Rob's going from way, way back. Her mom and his mom were best of friends growing up. And, his Jean's brother Tom is always been a good friend of my husband. So, you know, probably nobody knows half of what goes on in his life because we've left Long Island and we don't live there anymore. And quite honestly, we don't speak to his brother who lives where his friends live. So it's all good though. Anyway, that's that. But thank you guys. All right. So tonight I thought this is the first time I actually went live on Instagram. I thought I would try it. All right, good. I'm glad you guys can hear me. I thought I would try it. So for those that you don't know me, I'm T, Auctions for You. I used to do a lot of auctions here on YouTube. I have since kind of stopped doing auctions and got back to my roots of reselling on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari. And now I'm going to start doing some selling on Instagram, and I'm going to start doing some other stuff as well. Thank you, KK. KK just put my number in the chat. KK, if you're on Instagram, I don't know if you can go over to my Instagram and post it on the live. If it's even a possibility. This is my first experiment with Instagram lives, so it's kind of new to me, but I am going to try it every now and again to see if it helps us bring some more YouTube folks over and things like that. You can comment over on Instagram and I can see it, but I forget to go over. I see Nicety Seller. How are you? Good to see you. That's Jeffrey. Rocky Carm. Oh, that must be you, Jean. I see you there. And Reclaim Treasures. Thank you guys for joining over on Instagram. I do appreciate it. So again, we're just trying it. Thank you, KK. Thanks for helping, honey. Always appreciate it. So that's the story with that. So I am going to go in and I am going to go and help first with Cindy and fix her spreadsheet for her. And then Shani, do you need help with your spreadsheet? Gayleen, let me know. I don't know if you do. Adam, I know you probably got yours all taken care of. Leon, hi, honey. How are you? Nice to see you. I hope you're well. Hope you're doing good. Haven't seen you forever. Thanks for coming in. Shani, you said you can do it. All right. Glenn said he'll try. Cindy, I'm going to do yours. All right. So for right now, concentrate on Cindy's. But if anybody needs help with their spreadsheets, just let me know and I'll do it. All right. Let's go to Cindy. And Cindy, you just have the 3 eBays, Macari, Poshmark, and Etsy, right? Okay. All right. So I think I got you, girl. If I mess something up, I will fix it. I promise. Guys, please remember, do not delete, just hide. Do not delete, just hide. And I will come back and look at the chat in a minute. I'm just going to work on Cindy for a minute here and try to get some of hers done, at least the first couple of days, to help make it look. And then June, you and I, maybe tomorrow for sure, can get together with the fabric, please. June.
Yes.
All right, please, because that's going to help me immensely over on my Shopify and my Etsy stores. So June's going to help me make some different size tablecloths that I can't get. We're going to get the patterns that's very popular, and she's going to help me sew a couple of different ones. If you guys need tablecloths for the holiday, don't forget to follow me on my Shopify store, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to grab a couple of patterns over there that it's very popular, that's selling really well on Etsy and eBay, and we're going to make different sizes and even maybe make some made to order, special order kind of request as well. Be a little expensive for those special orders, but we can make it happen if you have a oversized or not a normal sized table. We can do it for you. And then, of course, if you ever need place setting mats or napkins or pillows or anything in those designs, they're available as well. All right, so I'm just gonna go down and hide right now to there, and then I will do the rest in a little bit. Let me come on here and see, because we got some new comments. I ran into hey Pam, hi sweetheart. I ran into an unannounced estate sale yesterday, half price. My son went digging and found 5 vintage Sears catalogs. Awesome. They gave me a flat of cookbooks, one of which is listed for $38. Yay! I love those deals. Then I also got another box of cookbooks, a Stanley Home Products Vince. Auctions for you, KK. It should be auctions for you, honey. Let me see if you know what? Never mind. I just found it. I got it, KK. All right, we'll put that in. I don't know. Yeah. There's my number if anybody wants it over there. All right. There we go. Anyway, so sorry about the spelling mistake. Aw, she's good. Thanks, Leon. She's on the road this week, actually this month. Her and her daughters are traveling up to Maine and back. Hi, Lindsay. Lindsay, I have not forgotten you. You know what? I've got to go in there. I've been really busy with Rob at the hospital. It's been a kind of crazy week. I don't know if you heard any of that. Feel like yuck. The flu shot has messed me up. That's why I don't take it. Rob got so sick from it the year of COVID. That's why we weren't sure if we had gotten sick from the flu shot or we got COVID before it all broke out. But honestly, neither of us take it anymore. It's just it made us more sick than actually getting it. All right. So, Lindsay, I'm going to go in and make sure I have the right email address for you. That's the first thing. Let me just see what I have for you. And then double check your spam. Thank you, KK. All right, let me. All right. Let me just go in here. All right, let me just see. All right, you're not on the newest auctions registration with your email, so I'm trying to find the old one. I may have deleted the old one, Lindsay. So bear with me 1 second. Let me just see. All right, let me go in my thing here. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, guys. Bear with me a second. All right, Lindsay, I'm going to just ask you a favor. Just send me your email. Either if you don't want to drop it in the chat here, then email me so I have it, because for some reason I can't find it. I'm sorry. How is Poshmark? Pam's asking for the rest of yous. Has it picked up? Oh, you have stopped doing them, Leon? Okay. It's dead in the water, says Christine Rose. So Christine Rose isn't having thank you, KK. I see you over on Instagram. So yeah, she says she hasn't sold anything over on Posh. Sorry, not feeling well. I caught a cold. That's all right, Lindsay. Can you drop your email or email me? If you need to email me, just send it to T. I'll put it in the chat. tauctionsforyou@gmail.com with your email address, because for some reason I thought I had you here, but if this isn't, I don't know if one of these is yours, because some of them are just names, and it could be you, but I don't know how to see if it's you or not. Like some people here, I'm not sure who they are. There's some funky names, and I don't recognize them. So, All right, I'm just going to leave that, and then I'll put you on this because you definitely have a challenge screen here for sure.
That was 4. I just did 4.
All right,
No,
good for you.
Now I'm going to have to go get some more stuff.
Show off.
I didn't think I could do them that quickly. Trying to think of what I can get. Let me go find something. I will be right back.
Okay.
Don't miss me while I'm gone, okay?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Lindsay. Yeah, you were, but that was probably stored over in Team T Academy. And for those of you that haven't been around, I'm still sending those out, but I'm sending them through my personal email. So I asked that you request to be put back on the list just because I'm not using Constant Contact right now, just because of cost, and I didn't have that many people requesting it. So until I get back up to people really engaged and really want it, I'm just sending it personally to you. So if you'd like to be back on that list, Lindsay, or anybody else, just shoot me an email at any of my email addresses, tauctionsforyou or teamtacademy@gmail.com. And I'll put you back on the list, or you can always just say right here, please put me on the daily motivational list, and I'll put you on there. Because I do send those out. If you are over on Instagram, you should follow me over on Team T Academy as well. I have both Auctions for You and Team T Academy, as well as about 4 other profiles, but you don't need to follow me at the Lights for You unless you're in the local area looking for ice cream. But I will be happy to put you on that list. You guys on Instagram on T&T Academy will be able to see my daily quotes that I post over there if you want to be so inclined to read them. I am about 2 weeks behind on those because I started posting those later, but that's all right. I'll be caught up because I don't do Saturdays and Sundays, so I post on Saturdays and Sundays over there as well. All right, Leon, have a good night, sweetheart. Good to see you, honey. Stay well. All right, I'm going to send this to you now. Add you to the list. And then you will find your name at the bottom when you scroll. If you need help, do not touch the master. In fact, I meant to lock the master because somebody touched it the other day and started putting numbers in there. Oh, somebody did it again. I see a number in the master. Uh-oh. Guys, you got to be careful in the master because I'm going to have to lock this one. Somebody's going to come back in and say my numbers are all good. Yeah, they're gone because this isn't the one that's yours. Your name is at the bottom. Just scroll along the bottom to find your name. I know it's about 20 of us, so you might have to scroll. It's in alphabetical order. And let me see if I can lock this one. All right, let me do this.
Okay.
Yes, plus you get a new image each week from Pam, Flippin' Hot Finds. Just a reminder, too, if you guys need any help with logos, designs, banners for your stores, reach out to Flippin' Hot Finds Pam. She does a great job. She even designed my business cards and my logos for that go in my thank yous. So I have Robbie's here somewhere, someplace as well. So, all right, Christine, we'll see you, honey. I hope all is well. Thanks for stopping in.
I had to get a code. I forgot my password. It worked.
All right, June, do me a favor, please. I just want to make sure I fix this correctly now. Do you know how to go into the master?
Yeah.
Okay, can you go in there and see if you, hey, Jenny, can you see if you can type in there or it won't let you?
Okay.
Type in one of the boxes. Just put a number in.
No, it won't let me.
Okay. All right, good. Okay. So, yeah, I got to protect my master because somebody had put their numbers in there. And just to reiterate, guys, just make sure. All right, sweetheart. Thanks for your help, KK. Make sure that at the bottom of the sheet, you look for your name and put your information in your columns under your name, not in the master. Don't put your stuff in June's, even though I'm sure June would appreciate it. Make sure
If it were true, I would.
Right. Make sure it says your name and then go in that tab and put your information. Love to you too, KK. Bye, sweetheart. Have a great night. It's really humid out tonight. God. So, anyway. All right, I guess I'll get to work now. Does anyone else need help with hiding their columns first before I start? Cindy, I will finish yours. I just stopped for a minute, but I will finish yours.
Do you want me to do it?
Do what, honey?
So you can list? I can do it.
Oh, Cindy's?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I started Cindy's and I made it till tomorrow. So if you can see, she has. You could see in 10.5, that's everything she lists on. eBay 1, eBay 2, Etsy, Mercari, other, and Poshmark. So that's those are the ones that we don't want to hide. And I've been bringing my laptop to the hospital every day, but I'm just having so much connection problem there that it's just horrible. June can tell you, I can't even talk on the phone there. She tried to call me. I tried to call her. The reception is awful. So I can't get any of that stuff done when I go. Otherwise, I'd be listening while I was there, too. I'm surprised he hasn't called me. He is going to call me because he said he was going to lay down early tonight. So bear with me if my phone rings. June will keep you occupied. Right, June? All right, Jenny, honey. Yeah. So anyway, you've got the rest of those sheets to do. And guys, you have a comment section there as well. You can open that up if you want and put any comments. If you guys don't know how to make those sections larger on the spreadsheet, I mean, it really honestly works exactly like Excel. So if you want to add more, that's great. And Lindsay, let me see. Lindsay, you should have, let me see. Lindsay's asking for something here. Yes, she can. Of course, she can be an editor. Yeah, sure. Okay. All right. There you go, Lindsay. You should be okay with that spreadsheet now. Just let me know. If you need any of those columns hidden, Lindsay, I can help you with that if you don't know how to do that, depending on what platforms you list on. This way, it makes it easier for you. Yeah, Jenny. Cindy made a good score today. She definitely did. Of course she did, right? But at the end of the day, it's all good. We're just jealous. We're just jealous. We are definitely jealous. Alabama just #1 just lost. Scott Noy going to not be happy. Oh yeah, Scott's not going to be happy. That's for sure, Glenn. He is not. That's why Scott always says roll tide. Oh well. My brother, he came to South Carolina to visit, and he went to a football game tonight too. He went to collegiate, probably a different division. Not, oh, maybe it's that division. I have no idea. They went to see the. You got it, Lindsay. You're all good. Let me know. Let me know, because I'm not sure exactly what platforms you absolutely list on. I know you probably listed it somewhere, and I didn't pay attention. So let me know. Okay. I will help you out with that. If anybody does need help, please just let me know. I can help. It's all good. Wisconsin won big today, says Jenny, my big football fan. Yeah, it's amazing here in the South. There's so much more on the collegiate level than we were back in New York. Everything's pro in New York. Not a lot of collegiate going on up there. But it's all what it is, what it is. Ah, that's what it is. The Gamecocks. Oh, that's where he is. He went to see the Gamecocks in the same as they're in the same. All right. Okay. Jenny says I like both. I know Jenny will be so busy tomorrow she won't know which way is up. Jenny, do you follow baseball too? You got a lot of playoffs going on this next couple of days too. I don't know if you do, but Wisconsin doesn't have a baseball team. I know. That's why she's a football fan. That's why she's a Green Bay Packer fan, actually. But all good. All right. All right, there he is. All right, so bear with me a second.
That's Robbie calling her.
Hey.
Yeah. There it is. Can you do it? All you need is my phone, huh?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
What's your password again?
Huh?
09.
2962. Oh, we know Jenny wants the Packers. Hand me that box over there. The cup box. Yeah, I think that's the Packers. I think. Jenny. You see this, Jenny? But it's got, the only problem is, I don't know if you can see it. You see the little line? Whoa, right down there. But it's a 23. I don't know who that is. And 10. I'm still going to list it even though it's got a tiny seam. It's hard to get them seamless. I've seen some professionals have a small seam. I think it matters about the design. I don't know what to sell that for. Let's see. Let me finish this first. Cindy sells at a lot of places. Good job. I listed a lot this morning and yesterday. And I put some more in my drafts.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. Had to talk to my love. He says hi to everybody. Hey, John, what's going on? I actually listed a few things this week trying to get back. Did you fill out your form? I sent you the form. Did you start filling it out? I didn't even look to see if you. So you got to go to the bottom of the form that I said and look for John DVG and start filling in your columns. If you don't list on any of those platforms, that's fine. I wasn't sure what platforms you list on. You can hide them. Please don't delete them, or just say, T, I don't know how to hide them. Can you do it for me? And just let me know what you list on and I'll hide the rest of them for you. Because if you list on, I'm sorry?
This takes me forever.
What you're still working on hers? Oh, I do it so quick because I do them in bulk.
I'm trying to do them in bulk. I'm on the 18th.
All right.
Go for it.
I saw you showing the Packers cup. Didn't you send Jenny one of those?
That like that one. I'm on the 18th. Go for it.
Okay. Just got home from airport hustle. We denied a lady boarding due to intoxication. As soon as she found out she was close to arrest, she became sweet. Oh, isn't that always the way, John? Not always, though. We've seen some crazy stuff on the tube, right? All right, let's see. Let me go back in there, and we're going to go to Cindy.
I got the first half of it. It's ready for Shopify and down.
Okay.
That's amazing how you do that. But I'm working with the little bitty lines.
You left Macari out of one of them. I fixed it though.
Did I?
It's all right.
You go, girl. I'm watching you over here, man.
Yeah, you just have to be careful because
I'm doing the numbers, not the date. And I'm having to do that little bitty square.
Oh, no, just highlight what you want in that. Like, in other words, here I am at 302, right? So I just take 302 and I slide it down to eBay and I click on it and then hit hide all of those rows. Now, unfortunately, you can't always do that because if there's something in between, I hope I didn't accidentally hit
Always
something.
wait for the little hand. It's crazy. I had to buy a battery for my car last night.
Oh, did you?
Well, for James's, not mine.
What is that boy doing with your cars that you're running out of battery?
Thank you. Thank you. I was saying he had to have it jumped off to get it here, and then it wouldn't crank back up. I thought, oh no, it needs an alternator and a battery too. And his alternator we spent $525 last night just on his car. Then I had to pay $200 for my battery.
Oh, God.
I said, dang. I'll be done with this car stuff. And it's going out of my name too.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that one. You don't need the
really
liability. You own a home. You don't need the liability.
Right. I just, it's just too much drama. Too much of my money, and I feel guilty because it's in my name, I feel like it's my responsibility to fix it.
You're not driving it, June. Oh my God, the bugs are getting bad out here. I'm going to have to shut the door. Seems like a lot of pages to print off. How do I shorten and sweet? Just need eBay 1 and 2 and marketplace. What to track listings and dollar amount. Okay, I can shorten that, John. Just bear with me, and I'll get that done for you before the night's over. Okay, all right. Don't print it out yet. Did you notice, June? Did you print yours out? And it doesn't print the hidden columns, right? No. Yeah, it shouldn't.
But I also printed mine on 11 by 17 paper.
Okay.
Because I have a big printer.
Crazy card, Mike. How are you? Okay, you got it. No problem. All right, so let's go back to this. Let me just finish hers, and then I'll do John. was actually going to put and I forgot to do it. I was going to put up a poll tonight. I got to make myself a note to do it for the next live. Are you? Okay. It's early. It's early.
Sorry?
I said it's early.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Okay.
Did you want that stick up there?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you want to move.
No, that usually stays up there.
Oh, it's good for me.
Which one? What is that one?
Huh?
What is that one?
This is the licorice.
Oh, that's not a bad size.
Huh?
I said that's not a bad size, I
It's a
guess.
size. It's all busted up. You should see it. Everything.
We put them in a bag. We always put boxes in a plastic, like
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
to protect it from the weather and stuff like that. So if this way, a lot of my people have.
That was in my trunk.
Oh, because it's no good. I was going to return it because
What's that?
August 2024. So I was going to return it to Costco and tell them, hey, you sold me an expired box of chips.
Yeah, but what is your look like half of the
Oh, it's Costco. They take it.
Huh?
Costco will take it.
Yeah, okay. What's your receipt?
Oh, I have it.
You gotta make sure that it's reset.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right. And Eileen and Nicole are going to go up and see Robbie in the morning. Well, I have my class in the morning and then I have church.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm going to come home. Oh, what do you want for dinner tomorrow night? Well, let me know because I have to cook.
Yeah, okay. What do you got?
I don't know. I got to look in the freezer, actually. sorry, guys. I had to take care of Daddy Dearest. Another little. Sorry. Thank you, June, for being here because.
I've been busy. I hadn't been too talkative though.
All right. Instagram has disconnected the stream. They currently disconnect streams after 1 hour for most users. If you want to continue streaming on Instagram, you can remove this destination from the stream and re-add it. All right, that's fine. We'll just take it off. I was only really an experiment for me anyway, so it's all good. I just wanted to make sure that it was working. So, all right. We are playing Mousetrack. Took me a half an hour to figure out the setup. Oh God, Galen. She's got a grandbabies over. It's only 8:15 and my father's going to bed already. But I don't know. He's probably not. He's not happy right now because my brother came to visit and my brother hasn't spent much time with him. So, well, it's all right. Anyway, all right. Oh, I got to take my flag in. Sorry, I'll be right back. Where's Brenda? She's supposed to remind me. It's a little buggy out. It's a little buggy. All right, let me make sure I finished. All right, I finished with her. 6. Uh-oh, I think you missed one here. Let's see what happened here. We missed this. Facebook route. All right. Right. How did that happen? How the heck did that happen? Oh, June, I meant to ask you, what's all this nonsense in yours minus? What is all that?
It's for my personal thing.
You can't have personal. Yeah, you can't have personal things in. Explain it to me.
That's for me to know how to figure out my numbers. Huh? I'll take it off.
No, I want to understand what you're trying to do because maybe it's something I could add to the sheet next time.
I'll take it off. It's just easier for me to figure out how to get the right number. Because some of them you don't.
You can use a negative sign if you need to. In front of the
but I couldn't get the plus. The plus wouldn't do because of the way you have that formatted.
You don't have to have a plus. A 10 is a 10. A minus 10 is a minus 10.
True. I just needed to know which columns that I was supposed to add, subtract, because you don't do that. Well, let me go to mine because I'm looking at hers and I can't figure hers out.
Why are you still in hers? We're done with hers.
I know because I just was clicked on the 30-day challenge thing because you don't do anything with your goal. That's why I couldn't get my numbers right. It's because I was trying to figure out what to do with the goal. You don't figure those. you start off the day, however many you sold, you got to subtract that from that total. Then you skip the next row. Then you add what you listed.
You don't have to subtract anything from anything. Listen to me.
Yes, I do, to come out to make sure I balance for the next day.
Don't worry about the balance, June. Listen to me, honey. When you go on eBay, listen to me. When you go in eBay, it tells you how many you have listed.
Yeah, I know.
Just go with that number. Don't do all this
sometimes
math.
They drop them, T, and I need to find it.
Who cares?
I'll take it off.
Don't even use the number that eBay's got. Don't worry about your number.
That's funny. You should have seen it last month. Now, how do I okay, let me just redo it.
You're not going to have calculations at the bottom if you put words in there. That Taya is not caring about it.
I took it off.
Jenny.
I'm taking it off. I'll do it on my paper.
Yeah, do it on your paper. Listen to me. June 8th.
What?
Listen to me.
I'm taking it off.
All right.
What? I got two more.
You don't have to take it off right this minute. Listen to me. You're not going to have the count. Do you know that the columns add up at the bottom if you go all the way to the bottom of the page?
Sometimes. I got one that don't.
Which one? Tell me, because then everybody doesn't have it.
Yeah, some other people did. Yeah, it did. Okay, wait a minute.
When you take those words out,
it did.
Because the words is what's going to confuse. It's not going to fit it in the formula. That's the problem with putting words in there. Yeah, just do it on your sheet that you print out. Good idea.
God, now it's gone. Okay.
I know.
So under comments, do I need to erase all that too?
No. Comments, you can write anything you want. Comments, that's what it's there for. Comments are there.
I guess I don't really need that stuff there, though, do I?
I don't know what you have there, to be honest with you. I didn't read everybody's comments.
I guess I don't need that either.
That's for your own edit. You can, that's fine. That's for you. You can put anything you want there. That's just for your own notes.
Well, the only way I was ever to figure out what I was even doing was by doing that. Now I know how to do the daily sale similar. I didn't know how that was even figured in, but now I see how it balances now. It never balanced last month at all. Not one day. Not one day did. But now every one of them are balanced. It helped me understand how you were doing it.
Well, technically I'm not doing it. You're doing it, or everybody's doing their own. It's just basically telling us how many you listed and what your goal for the day, and if you're staying within your goal. One thing I'm going to tell you.
If I did day sell similar, I didn't know whether that was going to add or subtract. You know what I'm saying? Because you're taking it from.
Okay, I know what you're saying as far as the.
I just wanted to understand how they come up with that figure.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask you how come you have these numbers enlisted today, all the way down to the 20th. Is it because you're putting in your numbers of your...
No, they're scheduled. That's what's already scheduled. I went ahead and did that because that's what I did this morning is all of those.
Okay. All right.
Do you not want me to do that either?
No, that's fine. As long as you know.
Because I'll go in, if I, like right now, if I list something right now, I'll go in and change that number.
You will. Okay, as long as you know enough to revise them, because I don't know if I'd remember. If I saw a number there, I might forget and say, oh, I already put it in there. Now, for some reason, you have 14th is blank.
I can't work it. because I have a doctor's appointment or something, so I don't do it.
Okay, so the 14th, you can't list anything?
It wasn't there till you put it back. So I skipped it. But I have something to put there.
Oh, that's right.
You weren't available. You're not, you're not at my disposal every second that I need you.
Oh, I'm not? Okay.
No. It happened to be at 3:00 this morning.
I
wasn't going to call you and say, T, I can't get the 14th back on there.
Listen
so I just
to me.
skipped it. Now I'll go in and I will schedule some for the 14th.
Okay, so listen to me. You're not utilizing the column daily listing goal. Your
Yes,
goal,
I am.
Yeah, but if your daily listing goal is 10 for every day,
because that's really my goal. As long as I can get 10 in a day, I'm happy with that.
Well, I think you should up your goal because it looks like your average is more than 10 a day if you're doing 18 and 15 and 20.
I do that whenever I might not make it.
Listen,
I mean,
you're supposed
I just thought you told me that we needed to at least, well, that's what you told me in the past, that I needed to at least list 10 a day right?
Well, for you, yes, but you've gotten so good that you could do a lot more than 10 a day. The whole idea is to pressure you to do more. So you're being like, oh, well, I can do 10. Oh, 10. No, do 20.
Okay. All right.
Challenge yourself.
I thought that was just what.
No, we're trying to challenge each other. So the challenge for you now is forget the 10. Let's throw that out. Let's go to 15. Let's go to 20. You know what I'm saying? Like those daily listings you should be challenging yourself to increase that by 1 every day.
Okay.
Yeah, Jenny, you too. This is why you guys didn't win, Jenny. Same reason. You guys have to the whole idea of the contest is so we're challenging ourselves, not that we're just, okay, fine.
Jenny, we're in hot water, okay?
No, nobody's in hot water.
In hot water, Jenny.
Nobody's in hot water.
We're getting in trouble by the teacher. Getting in trouble by the teacher.
No, you're not.
Send us to the principal's office.
Get in the corner. Time out. No. The idea is that we always want to keep challenging.
I got you.
You know, we don't want to be status quo, especially now because you want to get as much listed for the holiday. T, I listed well over my goal. It was challenging. Good, Jenny. Good.
Jeez. Right, Jenny, 5, and you did 7. I'm joking. Okay, but I'm kind of glad I did it this way, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm trying to catch eBay dropping my crap.
I know.
I am so over that. But I think now that I've got the general idea of how it works, that I'll be able to catch it if it happens. I mean, there's been so many times that somebody's buying something that I've already sold, or it isn't there.
Right.
Okay. All those poppets. Remember, they had Mickey Mouse. There was 3 little poppet bucket that I bought a whole buttload from. I listed them. They sat there. I sold. I was wondering why I never sold any. So I go looking for them. They're gone.
Yeah.
Wasn't even listed. I listed them and I've sold 6 of them last week.
I've had that happen. I know.
Sat there for 7 months. 7 months. I wondered why they weren't moving because they're kind of cool, they're Disney.
We're not spanking anyone, Mike. Wishful thinking on your part. No, but you know what? That's why I say to everybody, sometimes it is so imperative that you at least
Do
do
inventory.
inventory, because that's what happens. Now, I know the bigger your store, and you've got a lot of inventory, right? So the bigger your store gets, the worse it gets to try to do inventory. And it's so hard to figure out how you're going to split it up. Now, we did the worst type of inventory this last time because when we moved, it was just easier to take everything down and start listing it, relisting it, selling similar again, to do it that way. But once you have it up and running again and you keep adding more stuff, it is very hard to figure it out. So what I do suggest is maybe take a section. Like if I was to do it again, I might just do bins A through Z, delist bins A through Z, and then go through them. Have James read them off to you as you check them off a list. Because before you unlist them, what I do is I put the SKUs in
I ain't
alphabetical.
unlisted nothing.
I'm sorry?
I'm not going to unlist them.
Okay.
I'm just going to, I'm not going to start over.
No, I'm not saying to start over. I'm saying let's just say you have buckets. I forgot how you
Okay,
number
bin
buckets.
number one. Okay,
Okay.
bin number 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right. So let's just say you take bin 1 and you go through it. You could do it that way too.
Okay, but let me ask you this. Do you
I take them down because I sell similar when I put them back up. That's why. So I take bin 1 down.
Do you print bin number 1?
Yes. In
and
other
make
words,
sure that everything that's
Yeah.
supposed to be in bin 1's in there, and anything that's in there that ain't supposed to be, you pull it.
Right. Right. So you go
I
into
know where I messed up last time then.
Yeah, you go into eBay store and
No,
sort
you know what I did? I printed the whole thing.
No, do a little bit at a time. You could do bins 1, 2, and 3 at the same time, but
No, I did it, and they were all out of order.
right, yeah, no,
But
that's
I had a hell of a time.
Yeah,
they were in alphabetical order. I had a hell of a time doing it.
right. Go to the SKU and put that in order.
And then print so many buckets or totes.
Right. Maybe just even print the first page and do the first page, and then
the reason why I was listing those and doing all these scheduling is so I can start my inventory, in between listing and stuff, to get the gist of it. At least if I do miss a day, I still have stuff dropping. And if you'll notice the numbers, I went and I wrote down specific time. They're 2 hours behind me, correct?
Specific.
So I tried to get it when most people were awake.
Right.
Okay, let's say that they're 8 o'clock. On some of the days, you'll see 27 listings. I went every 30 minutes. Something was dropping. Then I went an hour and I've listed 14 items. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I would change the time up like to 27 minutes.
Right. Yeah. Change it up. Definitely change it up for sure.
So all day long, rather than just the morning or just the afternoon, all day long, something's dropping.
Yeah. So Jenny's been going through her books. Yeah. Mess. Right. And Gayleen says, my listings have been down because I'm spending a chunk of the day doing inventory, verifying, delisting, refreshing, selling similar. But unfortunately, that's all things we have to do as resellers. Glenn just said, I have 1,500 plus bike parts in my store, need to make inventory for them. Yeah, Glenn, because after a while you forget where things are. You definitely should do some bins or something to just put the SKU in your eBay so you know where they are. And then if you're sharing them to Poshmark or Mercari or anywhere else, then they'll automatically transfer over.
I have almost 1,800 items to you. That's a lot of items to do.
My bins are organized by category: hardware, clothing, odds,
Lord, mine aren't.
Games, books. Yeah. I mean, mine are too, John, for sure. I mean, all my clothes are in the bins A through Z, but I still have them in a bin A through Z. I have my hats, my Negro League hats separately, and then my regular hats separately. And then I have all the books in bins based on what they are. If they're cookbooks, if they're health books, if they're...
I wish I would have done it that way. I really do.
Yeah. Well, but you can
But
always do that in the summer slowdown times. I always recommend that get through the holidays or whatever. And then once we start getting the
I
summer
have to look
slowdown,
around every time I list which bin has room for that item.
well, I would say going forward, start your new inventory system, right? So if you're going to change it up, start with the new inventory system. And maybe even as you sell similar or as you start to do some sort of inventory, you start taking that stuff and give it a new SKU number. I mean, there's ways you could do it. And, it really depends. Like, and then my hard goods are on a shelf by itself, like my magazines and then my ephemeras in file cabinets, so it really depends. But in the file cabinets, then they're in folders. So it'll say file folder 1, 2, and like my photos, I might have 10 photos in file number 1, and it is what it is. I just know that one out of 10 of those photos is in file 1, and we just have to find the right photo. I can't start numbering photographs, like it gets too complicated at that point. So it really depends.
When Donna was selling all that plush, about 8 months ago, the plush was taking up so much space in a tote, right? So I just started pulling the plush. I didn't change it in the books, but I got this big thing. But if somebody buys a plush, I know where it's at. It's in that one bucket. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I thought, and now when people buy it, I know right where it's at. But the way I have stuff, you see, there's no way to know where that lipstick is, where that piece of clothes is. I got clothes in one, and I got clothes in
you
another
have
one.
a lot of that Alexandra DeMarco from me, the lipstick, the perfume, or
It's
whatever.
everywhere.
Jenny, have the plush. You have your plush alphabetized. Are you kidding me?
What do you mean? Like elephant E, dog D, cat C?
I have all of them organized in boxes that are number. Just need to put it all on paper. Oh, okay, Glenn. No, but you see, here's the thing, June. I would pull.
My totes are numbered.
Yeah, I would pull like all of that lipstick, eyeliner, all of that stuff should be in.
Yes, she does. Like cat C, D, dog.
Oh my God.
Are you a Virgo? My husband's a Virgo.
No, she's a Taurus. Her and I have the same birthday. Oh,
Dee,
no, her and I
was
don't
a
have the same
Virgo.
birthday. Me and Dee have the same birthday. No, that's right. Not you, Jenny. That's right. You and I don't have the same birthday. I was thinking that.
Man, that's got a lot of time on her hands to be able to do that.
But listen to me. Like the cosmetics, you should just
put it in bin A.
say it's a plush by Aurora. Oh no, see, I can't be bothered with that crap, Jenny. No.
That's what I said.
No. Sorry.
I have to change mine too because it's a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, but I would put all the cosmetics in the same bin. This way you at least know where all the cosmetics are.
Cosmetics, I might as well do the whole kabang.
Because God forbid one of those lipsticks falls at the bottom of the bin and you're looking for a specific color.
They are at the bottom of the bin. What do you think? We have to go through every bin to find everything.
I know. That's
but
crazy.
I have 100. I just pulled out 115, the 115 to put on a bin. I mean, on a tote. So I have 115 totes. That's not counting my back stock that are already boxed, my dolls, the big dolls and stuff like that.
Yeah, because you're not putting those in bins.
Right.
Right. Just like I'm not putting my artwork or my hard goods.
Yeah. I've got quite a bit of any of my glassware, it doesn't go in a tote either. It's boxed up with a picture. I take a picture and I print it and I put it on the outside of the box.
Mike, maybe name all the plush animals. What's Fred doing over here?
Nancy's box.
Well, that sounds like a personal.
Get back in your box, Fred.
Like, I'm just saying.
That's funny. But like if it's my Disney glasses, they're already boxed up with the picture of what's in that box. I take a photo, print it, and tape it to the outside of the box.
That's a waste
so
of time.
You go and buy those Disney glasses. I just go get them, slap a tag on it.
And what if somebody wants to see a picture of the copyright on the glass?
I leave at the top. I have it taped, and I'll slice it and then put another piece of tape right over it. Sure do.
Okay. Because I don't
I've
know.
had that happen, but
Sometimes
it
I
hasn't.
feel like when you box things ahead of time, it's such a waste of time sometimes.
Now sometimes I get angry because somebody wants to. What's the doll? I want to see the
neck
doll's
length.
body,
Yeah.
or something like that, or I want her clothes and not her, or I want her head and not her body.
We don't sell heads separately.
I told you about that, right?
Yes.
She wanted me to decapitate that doll. I said, I don't think so.
Buy the doll and decapitate it yourself.
She said the shipping's going to be so expensive. Just take her head off and stick it. I don't think so, ma'am. She did. I could just see myself pulling a head off of a doll and sticking it in. I could not do that. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Dolls are creepy anyway.
June, have numbered bins and designate in each listing what bin it is. She does. She has it. But the problem is their bins are not
organized. Jenny, that's the way I do it is on the SKU. It will show me what bin that stuff's in.
Right. What she's saying, Jenny.
I don't know which is worse, T's way or my way. It's
she's
working for us.
She has an A bin, and she's got this in A bin. She's got this in A bin. She's got this in A bin, and this in A bin. And
all right, come on. Are you're going to make me look bad, huh?
No, but you're not the only one maybe who does that. So all I'm saying is basically, like all the magazines need to go in the magazine bin. All the electronics.
You should have taught me better. Ha ha. Should have taught me better. I can blame her for everything because, y'all, I was a dumb butt. I knew nothing about nothing. T said, come on, you can do it. You can do it. Okay, I'll do it. She had to teach me everything. So now when something goes wrong, I blame her. But she hasn't made me figure out some things by myself.
That's true. But you're doing good. It's June. That's how I do it, says Gayleen.
Good, Gayleen. It's just that I just look to see what has room.
And listen, nobody's saying it's wrong. June's just saying that she feels like she has stuff all over. And I agree that if, God forbid, she sells this pen and it's in box A with all the rest of that stuff, number one, it could be floating at the bottom. Now she's got to empty the entire bin, which some of us have to do anyway. Because if my magazine that I sold is the bottom of the bin, that's what happens. Or she can't find this because A, she put it in the wrong bin, or B, she didn't put the SKU on it.
I had more trouble when I had hired help with that being in the wrong bin.
Right.
I know how detrimental it is for you to put it in the right bin because I'm the one having to worry about it, not anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Of not finding it or whatever. So I am very, very stickler on it. Make sure it goes in bin 2 and make sure my eBay SKU says 2, you know.
Yeah, see, John says start off with just filling a cosmetics bin, then maybe a Disney bin, then maybe a Christmas bin. Don't have to do it all at once. No, she didn't do it all at once. What she did was, which I don't disagree with, she didn't want to list all the Christmas stuff at one shot or all the Disney stuff at one shot. She was listing different things to see what she'd get a hit on.
Because I didn't know what I was doing and I didn't know what would sell.
Right.
I didn't even know how to buy, T.
Yeah.
So I was having to learn. In the beginning, I bought stuff I had to throw away.
Yeah.
From other people because you couldn't sell it.
How are you, honey? It's always at the bottom of, it's true. It's always at the bottom of the bin. Absolutely. I have smaller totes that house smaller things. Right, which she didn't start off doing, when she does inventory, she'll change it around. She'll just change the way she does.
I didn't start selling because I needed the money, and I will tell you that. I did not do that. I did it because I'm a stay-at-home person, and I knew my husband was fixing to retire, and it would give us something to do. If I had to, I could shut the store down for 2 weeks or whatever and do the inventory and get it right if I wanted to switch it and then start back up. But I also don't want to lose, because I never realized till I opened this other store that I had no feedback. People don't even know to go to that store because I'm not a store.
Right. And also when you started this, that's true. You didn't need the money, but now James retired.
So now the money's going to be nice.
Now the money is very important to you. So, and now it's good because you've actually created a feedback and a whole thing. So
I still haven't gotten any feedback. I've sold 2 items.
Oh, on your new store. On the new store, you mean?
And I've had it open a month.
Okay, but that's not unheard of, June. Really? Some people do eBay for a year and they're lucky they sold.
See, I don't even remember. I think I sold right off.
Well, you probably, because you were a stay-at-home. Remember, like for myself, even though I'm selling for 20 years, there were times in my life I didn't list for weeks. Like I may not even have time to go to a garage sale. First of all, I was working full time. I was a mother, doing all these things that, you know what, or I just didn't source because I had other things on my plate. So once you're home, or once you make it full time, you do a lot different than if you're actually a casual, once in a while seller. My boys are once in a while sellers on here, right? Both my boys sell. Well, my one son sells more on Marketplace, because he does big stuff. But my other son and his wife, they list on eBay, but they don't do it like, first of all, they don't need the income. And second of all, because they just do it when they have stuff they just want to get rid of. Really, they don't go out and source on a regular basis.
My son-in-law is like that.
Unless they find something. I have my clothes in bins labeled with state names. I have clothes pins labeled with the state name on each pin. When I sell an item, I pull it and take the clothespin from the box and put it in the bag. Well, what I started doing, I did number my clothes. June, way back when we would do an auction, sent me all these tiles. If you guys remember when you had an auction number and we were pulling the tiles from the ball. And I still had a bunch of these left. So rather than to waste them, I went and put this G19. I sold this. So I pulled the tile out and it's here in my little tray so that the next pair of pants or shirt or whatever I list gets G19. Now, there's also clothes that are still in there that still have the paper ones, but these paper ones, after a while, by taking them out, this is probably the first M13 I listed, so it looks pretty good, or my husband wrote a new one at some point. But now I'm switching over to all these tiles because they don't get ripped up and ruined like the paper does in the bags. But that's only the clothes I do these for, and they go in the bag because all my clothes gets put in a bag. Everything gets put in a bag, washed, folded in a bag if it's pre-owned, or most of the stuff is new because it was Sears. So most of it's new with tags, like those pants I just showed you. They're Laura Scott denim. I think they're capris or whatever, which fell off. I have a whole box of clothes here that's waiting for Robbie. When he comes home, he's going to be doing some listing.
I have a question. Not that I'm going to do it, but what is your opinion and everybody else's opinion? Say you have, whether it's vintage or not, box. Let me just use a game. That World game it's vintage. It's 1958 or whatever. It's the box flat. You know what I'm talking about? The corners broken. Would you tape that or leave it broken?
I'm not sure I'm understanding what you mean.
Okay. Yes, you do. It has a lid on it. The game has a lid on it. And the corners are broken. Would you take it back?
Wait, hold on. So I have this game here.
Yes, say the corner. Yeah. Would you take that or not?
I guess it depends on the value, but I usually leave it.
Well, see, that's a vintage, and the stuff keeps falling out of it.
Well, then you got to do something with it, because you don't want to actually close the box, because then you're going to rip the cardboard off. But just by taping that sometimes doesn't necessarily mean you're going to save it in here. I don't even know if Robbie went through this game, if all the pieces or the parts are here.
I don't know. I was just leave it.
It depends on the value of the game.
Yes, and I take a picture of the corner and show them that it's broken.
Right. Because sometimes.
But I just didn't know whether it's vintage or not, Gayleen.
Right.
Whether it's vintage or not, don't do it. Huh, Cindy? Y'all, I wouldn't know. That's why I always wait and ask T everything, but now I can say everybody's helped me.
Yeah.
I always keep the game pieces in a separate bag inside the box, but you don't tape the box if it's broken, whether it's vintage or not, or new. Gotcha, or whatever. Now I know that person that chewed me out the other day telling me that once it was open that I had to sell it as used.
Right.
I have seen so many things when I'm shopping on eBay to buy that it would say open for pictures only.
So I told you, I hope you blocked that person.
I didn't know how. You told me you were going to get with me and do it. No, they're still on there.
All right, so we're going to block them. You don't need people like that.
You know, so I there's many times I'll go to Ollie's or something and buy 10 Barbie dolls. You know what I'm saying? And well, not a Barbie doll I wouldn't open, but, you know, something similar. I would open one.
Right, because
show it and take good close pictures. The rest of them I wouldn't open.
Right, because some things like a Barbie, you can see through it, but some other stuff.
Yeah. I couldn't think of nothing.
No.
But so I have to sell it as used, even though it's never seen a house.
Right. Here's an example. Here's the carousel you bought, right? Here's the carousel you bought.
See, that's an idea. I could put a rubber band around it.
This is the carrot. Now, if I would have just put in a picture of this, you're not going to have any idea what the hell you're
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So you open it, you take pictures of it.
Yeah.
He said, you can't do that. That makes it used.
Well, this isn't new anyway, but I get what you're saying. You know, here's another perfect example.
That's pretty good. I learned a lot.
These are brand new. These are wireless smart sport stereo headsets. Okay. I don't know. See, for me, I don't think there's a problem with this. See, this is packed in here and wrapped in here. I don't know if I would necessarily open and take this out of the plastic, but
right.
It's in an open box that was really not, you know, so, you know, and then probably what I would do is I would probably like take a real close up of
that's what I do.
I know who made him all knowing. Exactly. That's why I said he needs to be blocked. 100%.
That's right, Gayleen. Sometimes I wonder about people. And some people, can be so rude.
Right? Cindy makes a great point, Cindy, right? Because when we were definitely doing storage units, right? And this is where people really, I will say, need experience if they're going to do storage units. Just because you see a Nintendo box in there doesn't mean there's a Nintendo in there. People think they're going to, you know, score, and it could be full of, you know, somebody's ashes. Believe me, been there, done that.
Oh my God, I'd die of somebody's ashes.
Oh, well, see, you can't not expect to find anything in a storage unit. We have found everything from literally a bottle of urine to somebody's ashes. So
you have found somebody's ashes in the unit you bought?
Yeah.
What do you do with it?
I mean,
it in?
you're supposed to turn it into the facility. Now, some
Okay,
facilities
what about if you find a gun? Are you supposed to turn it into the
you're
cops
supposed
too?
to, but we've never found them. But I would never turn it in, probably.
Well, of
It
course not.
depends.
Robbie wouldn't let you.
But it depends. You know, if it's a handgun and God forbid it was used in a crime, I wouldn't want to be in possession of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we found condoms and porn and video, you know, like all kinds of
Oh,
stuff.
I wouldn't get anything done. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
exactly, Cindy. There's so much. It's really hard to do a storage unit and not find a dildo and not find condoms and not find. Yeah, I mean, it's true.
That's one thing about doing storage sheds. I don't know how you could do that. That's hard labor. That's hard
Well,
work. It's hot.
I think the biggest problem with doing storage units today is the fact that you can't smell them. Because when they open that door, you can tell if the people were smokers, if stuff was in a fire, if stuff was in a flood, because you can smell the mold, you know? So it's very hard. People think it's easy to do storage units. And if you get a unit like that, you've got to wash everything or you got to throw it
I
away.
would like to go with somebody and just do one, just to from the start to the finish.
We could do one day. I just don't.
I just
I'm
think
not
that would
ready.
be a good experience to see.
I'm just not ready to
I
go
wouldn't
back
do
to
it.
doing one right now. Yeah,
could
here's
be-
Pat. Pat says I bought 5 units last month live. One unit had to throw almost all of it away. Yuck. Yeah, we found rat droppings on stuff. I mean, honestly, just some of this stuff. Yeah, see, June, you can hang out with me. Just behave. What's up, Pat?
I just think it'd be fun to do. I don't know. I just want to experience it. You know what I'm saying? Since I've already done this much of it, because I'm so fascinated every time I watch any auction. I'm looking at the item, but I'm also thinking what you went through to get that item.
Oh, yeah.
It's on my mind while I'm watching, and bidding.
Well, it's just storage units are really hard right now because everybody thinks they're going to score. So prices are ridiculous. Although I don't know about right now. I haven't bought a storage unit in almost a year and a half. So, and that's maybe
It just seems like some people brag so much that they did score on every unit.
Right. January of 23. That's the last storage unit I bought.
When? 2023?
January of 23. So it's all going to be almost 2 years in January.
But you bought, how long ago was the toy store? So to me, that's a big buy.
Probably closer to 22.
Was it?
Yeah. No, Cindy, it's not as easy as it looks. People think it's just so easy. And you've got to have the right mentality to do it. And the smaller units go faster than the bigger units. That's why when you see the big guys on here like Pirate and Jeebus and all of those guys, they don't mind touching a 10 by 30 or Wade, right? They buy big units or units where that there's more than one unit included because it's an entire household and things like that because they have the equipment, they have the crew, and they
can afford to lose some out of that unit too, and still reap their money back.
They have a place to sort it. They have a place to store it. Most people will buy a small 5x5, 5x10, and that's why those units, if they're somewhat packed, will still go for $500, $800 because people gamble. And that's really a gamble. That's not knowing what you have. That's gambling. Now, my very first unit was my biggest home run. I paid $60 for it, and I made over $6,000. But that doesn't happen anymore. Trust me when I tell you. And that very first unit I bought, Donna will tell you because she walked me through that unit. We didn't even know what was going to be in that unit. It had 5 sewing machines. It had the artwork the African artwork in there. Do you know the carved, like black African artwork that I mean, where there's sculptures of bodies that are actually carved and stuff like that? You know, that unit was my best jewelry. Oh my God, that was my first like really touch on some really good jewelry. And I'm only going back about 4 or 5 years because that's only as long as I've been doing I know I've been doing storage units probably since I got together with Donna. You know, when Donna and I first started doing auctions together, she walked me through my very first purchase of a storage unit. I didn't do them before that. I never bought a storage unit before that. And to be honest with you, I probably never would have if it wasn't for her, because she was doing them. And she's like, it's like, what, you know, she was kind of like, let's see what's in your area, T. And, you know, we walked through a lot of them. And what I thought might have been good wasn't good, you know, so it's hard. They have room to store it. They have appliance and furniture buyers. Yes, Glenn.
I wouldn't trust myself in bidding on one.
Yes, Glenn.
I would not trust myself.
That's the other problem. And yes, and Pat has helped me clean out storage units for sure. But, you know, that's the other problem, Glenn, is when you do find mattresses and furniture and appliances and all of that stuff.
You got to have manpower to move that stuff.
Not only that, but you got to get it out of there. So where are you putting it? Like, I'm not bringing a storage unit with furniture and mattresses and all kinds of dishwasher. People put all kinds of crazy stuff in storage units, you know, and sometimes in the front, you don't see what's in the back. Like I found stuff in the back of units that was like, oh my God, where am I putting this?
I'd be afraid of what I'd bring home in my home. You know, if I put it in the garage, like bugs, roaches, whatever, you know, from those
That's
units.
the other problem. That's
Rats
the other problem.
Be up in a box for all I knew, and
rat droppings are very common, even in indoor units, guys.
Coronary. I'd be at the emergency room with cardiac failure because if I saw a rat or anything, I'd be laid out.
You've never been to New York City. Actually, you've never been to Charleston. When Robbie and I were actually checking in the hospital the other day, there was a garden outside the hospital. There was 2 big rats enjoying themselves in the garden.
Oh, that would be a perfect place for me to see it too, because I'd be in the ER. I swear to you.
Yes, Cindy, pianos, organs, all big stuff like that. Drum sets, you know, crazy stuff like that. Yes. Thank God no pianos, but definitely bigger stuff. Definitely, well, all my shelving. I can't tell you how much shelving and how many bins. You know, that's where sometimes the good stuff happens, right? Because you get tons of bins. I have made money just selling shelving and bins on the Facebook Marketplace from what we found in storage units, like hundreds of dollars just for that. But Jenny's like, no, thanks. But it happens. You know, there's nothing to stop
any tote I got, I bought from a store. I didn't reuse a tote at all. They're all brand new, straight from the store.
And
because I wanted them to match.
I can't tell you the last. Yeah, but you know what? Even with those dolls that I bought, all of my totes, the clear ones with green locks, came from the My Twin dolls or the loose dolls that I got from that storage unit. Yeah.
I'm using that for like stuff that needs to be listed. If it's listed, it's in a uniform. They all match. All my totes match. But I buy them by the 6-pack for right at about I think I've been paying about 80.
Now, Pat can burn garbage. I've burned many a mattress. So I have to bring the mattresses to the dump. Now,
bed bugs.
That was the one thing that Donna used to complain about that I didn't have to complain about, is because she has to pay to dump her stuff in Florida. Here in South Carolina, we have free dumps where we can go and bring our garbage. Now, there is a tonnage, like there's a limit daily that you can bring to the, to the recyclable places. But yeah, oh Lord, I think 90% of mine are used. Yeah, for sure, Jenny. And guys, even if you need bins, don't buy them new. Go on the Facebook Marketplace and search bins, totes, buy them on there.
I don't want to get too many more anyway,
Right.
because I'm limited on. I'm doing it out of my house. We want to get that. We almost have everything out of the garage, and
Right. You might get to the point where you're going to list 10 of them on the Facebook Marketplace and just sell them.
I mean, I don't want to. I figure 120 I have space for.
Right.
And I'm at 115 right now. I just put that on a tote. So I just, unless we add on to the house or get a separate cabin out back, then I don't need, I mean, I'm not bringing it into every room in my house.
No.
I'm just not going to do it. And I don't want to get that big anyway. I mean, I guess if I turned it, then I won't need to. You and those Christmas lights. I heard about those Christmas lights. You were telling somebody about it. Are they the miniature lights? Just regular string lights? I got some cute ones yesterday. They light up. Well, of course, lights light up. That's stupid. I got this for a wreath. I was going to put it on a wreath, a Christmas wreath. But I thought they were kind of cool. I got them from Walmart. $5. I usually don't do that for a wreath because you got a lot. When you do a big Christmas wreath, you got a lot into it if you put a lot on it. What kind are they, Pat? Yep, twinkle white. I'll have to look at them.
Oh,
because I use them on my wreaths, and I don't have any more because my daughter took all the ones. Because normally after Christmas, when they go on clearance for like $2 or $3 a thing, I will buy them up. Well, she got them all and did her whole yard and all that. So I don't have any for my wreaths this year. So I've just picked this one up the other day because I thought it was cute. But I just use standard lights.
June, I saw someone at the bins last week that could pass for your twin.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and
somebody did say that I had a twin somewhere.
And don't forget, Glenn's not that far from you. He's in Baton Rouge. Were you at the bins?
I don't go to bins. I need to, because T's not selling. I don't know. I've really enjoyed doing it. I mean, I think this is my third year, but I don't feel like it because I feel like I don't know everything that I should know. Especially with the analytics and all that stuff on the reports. I don't even know how to understand all that stuff.
Yes, Pat, please Pat, call me tomorrow. I haven't talked to you. Call me when you get a minute tomorrow.
We need to talk about that. Are we really going to do it?
Yeah.
Resellers only, right?
Yes.
Right. Resellers only. And you're going to do it for how long? Have you thought about that?
No.
We need to think about all that because it's coming up next month.
So, Glenn, I did see your thing in there about we got another hurricane coming.
Yes, but it's going over Florida.
It's going to impact the entire state of Florida, it looks like.
That's sad. You know that? After they went through all that?
And then come to me.
And they're talking about a 4 or 5.
Oh, I thought it was not. I didn't know it was going to be that high.
Yes, they said for sure.
I'll have to see Ryan. Where's Pam? Pam should be watching Ryan. What's going on, Pam? You always like these things.
She loves Ryan, don't she?
She just likes watching him and
I
getting
do
all-
too. He's smart though.
You know what? If my mother was still alive, she'd have him on 24/7 if she could. Don't expect
like his
anything from
voice, too.
FEMA. Oh, tell me about it, Jenny. Those poor people in North Carolina. We actually have a drive going here.
Yeah, FEMA got burned with Katrina, so FEMA's not going to be as free giving as they were with Katrina. Katrina, people got money galore, got everything. They were just giving it out like no tomorrow. It was horrible. The people were getting it that didn't deserve it. People were getting it that didn't even lose anything, didn't have any damage.
Well, you could say the same thing for the people that were collecting COVID money too. It's, the same thing. Hurricane Milton, and they said today a Cat 4.
Cat 4. I told you, they said definitely a 4.
No, that what Pat wrote is true. See, FEMA didn't have any money to give North Carolina because they spent $690 million on illegal alien housing. In other words, they used those coffers, so to speak, to put. Yeah, I know.
I just said something the other day about.
It's all right. We have friends here. I don't think Pam's here. I don't think KK.
Next month, I'm going to tell you is going to be the answer to our future.
From your mouth to God's ears.
And I am very afraid of what is going to happen. People don't try to keep killing him.
Right.
I mean, I'm over that crap. That's so stupid. I don't care who it is.
He was back there tonight in Butler.
Huh?
He was in Butler. He picked up where he left off before he got shot in Butler, PA tonight.
Really?
I know, Pat. All right, guys, listen. I'm gonna definitely, yes. We're not mad at you, Cindy. It's all good. I think everybody here is on the same page right now. I just always worry about other people.
Me too, but that's why I said I need to keep my mouth shut.
But you know what? I can't keep my mouth shut anymore because this is really serious. It's really important.
Yes, it is.
Anyway, guys, just getting quickly because Pat asked about it Black Friday. By the way, Pat, he probably hates me. I still haven't gone to his Whatnot. This is how much I go to Whatnot these days and buy. And I want that stuff, especially now that Robbie coming home, hopefully this week at some point. Anyway, I'm going to put a poll up on my next live, which will probably be, let's see, this week coming up.
Yes, it is, Pat.
Oh, I got such a week coming up. I'm going to probably do it earlier in the week than later. So it might be Monday or Tuesday.
Hey, Pam.
I'm still here. Hi, Pam. We love you, Pam. Anyway.
We're talking about,
Anyway, we're talking about Black Friday auction right now.
Yeah, right. Black Friday.
I am going to put a poll up either Monday or Tuesday when I go live about Black Friday. Take a look on my community page also, because I may put something up over there. You'll get a notification, I hope, if everybody's still getting my notifications. Also, please, 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 I'm begging everybody. I need the income. I need the income so bad. At the top of this live in the chat is pinned a video. Can you please watch it from beginning to end?
I just did.
Hit the like, hit the subscribe if you're not already subscribed.
And make a comment. You want us to make a comment?
In that butt pumps.
We can't make a comment.
Oh, stop. All right. So anyway, just please, please make comments. Please, please, please. And if you watch it, don't mute it. Just keep it really, really low.
Well, I just watched it all the way through.
Thank you, June. Yeah, and thank you to Gayleen. Thank you to everybody who's been watching my videos and leaving comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. It really is helping. I'm seeing numbers. I'm getting pushed up a little bit higher in the algorithm. I'm getting a little more dollar amounts in my RPMs. So this is all good. And I really, 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 I just had a...
She really needs it.
Yes.
She really, really needs it.
Please. I haven't been able to ice cream all week without Rob, and it's really hurting me. Actually, somebody called me today and asked me to come by the house with the truck, and I was at the hospital. I also put it on 2 times speed. Oh, I don't know if that hurts me. I don't know.
I didn't. I was worried about doing that, so I didn't do it.
I have no idea. I don't know if any of that, a lot of it is, they say don't mute it. It doesn't count, or
Now,
don't.
I did hear that about muting it.
Yeah,
and
but I don't
playing it,
know.
that you-
Again, it could just be a myth. I don't know.
I heard that. But I don't, like you said, you don't know how true it is.
Right. But I do appreciate it, guys. All right, so we'll come live either Monday or Tuesday. Okay, we'll put no, Gayleen, don't. I don't know. You know what, Pat? Do you know? I have no idea. Pat actually has. There's a different. I don't have it anymore. I used to. I would never mute T. Now Louis full mute. Pat has something, I forget what it's called, Pat, that you can analyze a YouTube channel. You can also compare yourself to other channels, and you can really dig into the analytics of a channel. So maybe he knows better than me, like if you do watch it at 2 times speed, or you do mute it, or you do any of that stuff, if it really does hurt your views or your watch time or your algorithms or any of that. I have no idea. I guess on a lot of this stuff, or I listen to other people that tell me that stuff. Don't mute and don't do 2x. All right, Pat, that's what he says. All right. Just please, if you guys can if everyone here can just put on from beginning to end the video that I pinned to the top and put the thumbs up and give a comment on just that video. If you do one a day, it just so helps me.
I'll do it again when I go to bed. Let it play.
If you can watch stupid, we can give T some watch time. Thank you, Pat. Because I just lost another 23 subscribers. Just saying.
You can watch stupid. I wonder who that is.
Background while shipping. Yes, exactly. Are you doing cards tonight on Whatnot, Pat, or you're done for today? I'm going to call my brother and find out what time he's going to be home, because I was leaving this garage door open, but I may not. I may open the front door and just because I want to go to bed. Oh, no, you did it last night. Okay.
Yep, it's past your bedtime by about 20 minutes.
Saturday is catch-up day, prepping for tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, so tomorrow I've got church in the morning, and I got 3rd and 4th graders tomorrow for religious education at 8:45 before Mass. Happy day. And then I am going to come home and cook for my father and do some wash. And then I'm going to take my brother and my niece to the airport to go home to Long Island. And I won't see Robbie tomorrow. I told him I'll be up bright and early Monday morning, so I can get things done around the house tomorrow. My aunt and my cousin are going to go up and see him. So Pat, call me tomorrow so we can catch up a little bit. And I got a couple of things for you on my plate.
You got to get with me too.
And I got to get with June. We have to do that material. Pam, do you have any time to spend on some RGB, whatever, material? I don't even know.
That is.
I
Blah,
don't
blah,
even
blah, blah.
I don't know. Maybe we could get on a private stream and just go through some of this stuff, because I need to get that fabric ordered so I can make those. June can make those tablecloths. I'm not making a tablecloth. June's making them. All right. All right, guys. We love you. We will see you Monday night. I think that's what we're going to shoot for, Monday night. And you guys have a nice Sunday, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have a great night.